So, Meghan Markle is back in the headlines, and surprise, surprise, it's another chapter in the ongoing saga of her truth versus, well, everyone else's. Welcome to Beyond Fiction. This time, it's to promote the latest installment of her Netflix series, With Love, Meghan. And she sat down for what royal editor Rebecca English called a soft interview. But of course, with Meghan, even a soft interview comes with a few carefully placed needles. And it all comes back to that iconic, legendary phrase from the late Queen herself in response to the Oprah interview. Recollections may vary. Because let's be real, that phrase is doing more heavy lifting than a royal protection officer. It applies to pretty much everything we heard from Meghan about her time as a working royal. The version of events she speaks so openly about now constantly contradicts what the public actually saw. On the latest Palace Confidential, the Daily Mail's Rebecca English and host Joe Elvin broke it down, and they zeroed in on two things: tights and more inconsistencies. First, the great pantyhose scandal. Apparently, one of the most constricting, inauthentic parts of being a duchess for Meghan was being asked to wear tights. She framed it as this huge suppression of her identity. But hold on. This is the same woman who, in her new Netflix show, proudly states that she always wears monochrome because it's the easiest way to dress. So which is it? Is she a free spirit being crushed by beige norms? Or is she a minimalist who loves a simple, easy uniform? As Rebecca English pointed out, it's this kind of revisionist history that just doesn't add up. She made a huge deal about not being able to wear color in the royal family, but now her entire brand is black, white, and beige. Recollections, it seems, really do vary. Then there's the whole not being able to use my voice argument. We've heard it a million times. But in this interview with Emily Chang, she was asked a direct, spicy question about US politics. The interviewer brought up Meghan's 2016 appearance where she slammed Donald Trump as misogynistic and divisive, and asked if there was anything she was dying to say right now but felt she couldn't tee. And what was Meghan's powerful vocal response? No. That's it. She immediately backtracked and changed the subject. So much for using her voice without restraint. Rebecca English made a brilliant point. When you work for a big organization, any organization, you check your personal opinions at the door. That's not a royal rule, that's a corporate rule. The firm is no different than any other firm on that front. The idea that she was uniquely silenced, well, it seems the appetite for that narrative is fading. Fast. In fact, the reaction from inside royal circles to this new Netflix series: a single, solitary, yawning emoji. That's it. Not outrage, not anger, just indifference. A collective bored sigh. Because after years of design to wound barbs from Harry and Meghan, a dig about tights and inauthenticity just doesn't hit the same way. It's background noise. The most explosive part of the whole series, according to Rebecca's newsletter, is that Prince Harry is like the proverbial ghost in it, constantly being referenced. She waves around his PH40 baseball cap, talks about how he said, "I love you" first, and announces with serious gravitas that he doesn't like lobster. Groundbreaking stuff. It all paints a picture of a narrative that's becoming harder and harder to sustain. A story where the details keep shifting, where the grievances seem to change with the promotional cycle, and where the only constant is that, according to the late Queen, recollections will always, always vary. What's your truth? Let us know in the comments below.